Welcome back to Throwing It Down at Night with Midi D. First of all, I just want to let everyone know this is going to be a short video. It's not going to be long or in depth about the games that are going on Sunday. But what I will tell you is I went 3-0 today with the teams I thought were going to win. 2-1 if you took the spreads, because that's what I did, and I was pretty pissed. But we picked the Bills. 11 was a little too many, but it works out in the end. They won. We picked the Rams. Rams destroyed the Seahawks. They didn't even have a chance. Their run game, not existent. Their passing game, Russell Wilson had his moments, but, you know, every once in a while a bird finds its worm. I mean, what are you going to say? It's Russell Wilson. He's a great quarterback. He'll be back next year. Probably not going to be bounced in the first round, though. They're going to make some changes. And finally, we got Washington right. Well, technically it was Tampa Bay, but we picked the Washington spread because they lost by less than 8.5. They lost by 8, which was very interesting. The quarterback played a lot better than I thought. There were a lot more points scored than I thought. Let's get to the games. All right, first up, Ravens playing the Titans. It's at the Titans' home stadium. I think this is the most important part because the Titans are going to win. Even though their secondary is very good, they got Marlon Humphreys. That's the stalwart of their secondary. And their front seven's going to really focus on Derrick Henry. What people don't know is that the Titans have crazy good second, third, fourth options. They can bring in their passing down back. I think his name's Nickel. They have a fullback who can catch. They have a tight end, Jonnu Smith. And then they have two great receivers, Freddie Swain and Corey Davis. Because even though they're going to really focus on A.J. Brown will get his couple of catches. He'll get his long touchdown. But all the others, as Shaquille O'Neal would like to call them, they're going to feast on this defense. There's going to be so many open spaces for Ryan Tannehill to throw, and he's mobile. He can get away from the defensive line. I don't think there's going to be trouble for the Titans at all. They did win early in the season. I know the Ravens will be committed to getting them back for that, but it's not enough for this game. Maybe next year. I'm predicting the Titans win by 6 points. You hear that? 6. So that means you could take the spread. You could take the money line. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Pick the Titans. The next game we'll be talking about today is the Bears at the Saints. They're in the Dome. Drew Brees will be balling out. Now, this game, I don't have a specific score that I'm going to think they're going to win by. But all I know is the Saints are going to win. The Bears could lose anywhere from 1 to 100. And I wouldn't be surprised. Mitchell Trubisky is really going to throw the ball. That means a lot of yards, a lot of touchdowns, a lot of interceptions. The Saints have a worse defense than people think they have, but they have a good enough defense to stop the running game of the Bears to make Mitchell Trubisky throw the ball. And the Saints linebackers are super athletic. They can run out, they can cover the flat. They can chase down Trubisky. I don't think they're going to have any problem with him running around. Now, when looking at the Saints, you're going to think they're going to do exactly what they've been doing all year. They're going to throw these short passes that go for so many yak. It's not even funny because they actually have one of the shortest air yards per catch in the league and then one of the highest yards after the catch. So they're getting Michael Thomas back. Alvin Kamara is going to play, I believe. So they should have a pretty easy time with this one. They actually played earlier in the season, and which is funny because a lot of these teams have played earlier in the season this weekend. But the Bears, they have no chance. They'll fix some stuff next year. Their defense is going to give the Saints problems, but You can't bet against the Saints in the playoffs. They've been screwed so many years. You don't think they're going to be more motivated than these other teams? The Saints have the biggest vendetta against Roger Goodell. Well, besides Tom Brady. But yeah, Saints all the way. All right, now we're on to the final game. It's the saddest part of the day. Even though we have the college football playoff national championship, which I'm super excited about as well. Might make a video on that, might not. We'll see. I've been busy lately, so you get what you get. Until I get rich and famous, you know? But other than that, we funnily enough have another divisional matchup against the Browns and Steelers. So, first things first, we're going to talk about it. It's Cleveland Browns' first playoff game in 25 years. Whoop-de-doo. Nobody cares. Cleveland Browns, they sucked for so long. It's nice to see them actually doing well, but it's going to come to an end. Steelers are going to win. They're going to win by 3 to 4 points. Might even win with a game-winning field goal. Or the Browns missing a game-tying field goal because the kicker's so trash. This is the game of the kickers because Chris Boswell, he's had trouble kicking throughout the season, but he's a great kicker. The Steelers paid him for a good reason, and he's going to show why he makes that money. Because I think the Browns' defense is better than people think, and the Steelers' offense, everybody knows they don't have a running game. That's very good. And the passing game can get kind of stalled at times, especially because of Ben's incapability of running. Because if the Browns blitz enough, Ben's not going to be able to get out of the pocket, and he's just going to have to throw it at the ground or into the stands or wherever he wants to throw it. And it can get ugly at points, but the Steelers know how to finish games. They've done this for so many years. Mike Tomlin's been the coach for so many years. It seems like they go to the playoffs almost every year, and the one year they didn't is when Big Ben was out for the whole season, which is hilarious because they still almost got in with terrible backup quarterbacks because that defense is so good. And even though the linebackers, Devin Bush and Bud Dupree, even though they're out, their defense is still amazing. Their secondary plays well. Their front seven plays well. And it really helps that they have the team MVP on the defense because he helps keep them together instead of getting off track and kind of losing their focus throughout the game. So that's why I like the Steelers to win a close one. They're going to have their struggles, but they're going to pull it out in the end. And Cleveland, they're not going to have enough experience. It's Baker's first playoff game. It seems like all quarterbacks who play in their first playoff game have lost, except for the Rams, even though he got hurt. But Taylor Heineke lost, and Lamar Jackson lost last year. I'm pretty sure the list could go on and on. I'm excited for tomorrow. I wish everyone the best, and good luck tomorrow for your teams. And I hope everybody wins, even though everybody can't win. It's a shame, but it's the way it is. It's the way life is. But we already know I'm going to win. Won 3-0 yesterday. All right. Thanks, everybody, for watching. It's been a pleasure. I'll be back. We got 3 more weeks of football. Thank God. And then I'll go into college basketball more in depth because I love college basketball. And it can be one of the most fun sports to watch because of the madness that goes on. That's why they call it March Madness. All right. I'm sorry this was late as well. And I won't let it happen again. I'm really going to discipline myself. All right. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. See ya.